We offer, we the SEC Group 1 students offer our humble pranams at our beloved Ishwarama and Swami's feet. Side up. We will be presenting a short program on respect. We will be talking more about it and why it's an important virtue. Are we going to talk about respecting our parents and elders?
Of course, parents and elders.
Go to the mic.
Don't let us not stop it.
Yes, of course. But let us not stop there. First, we need to start by respecting ourselves.
Oh right, I did not think of a respecting self. How should we do that?
Swami has said our body is a temple of God. We should respect it by not abusing it. We should eat in moderation and sleep in moderation and practice discipline, and that is respecting ourselves.
I remember that the best way to practice discipline is by eating healthy food and not junk food and brushing twice a day and keeping ourselves clean.
Does that mean we can never, ever eat pizza and french fries?
No, Krishna, it's not like that. We have learned in class about putting a ceiling on desires. We must put the human values into practice. Okay, we talked about respecting parents and respecting self. What about the divine resources? Those are very important too.
What are the divine resources?
Don't you remember what we learned in class? That time, money, food, energy, and knowledge are divine resources?
How do we respect these resources? Most people take them for granted.
We need to respect money by decreasing our wants. We only need to spend money on what we need.
Yes, Sanjana, I agree with you. Food is an important resource that should be respected. I usually fill my plate with everything that is in the buffet. The best way to respect food is by not wasting it and filling the plate with what you can eat.
Good point, Sued. The next thing we need to respect is time. Swami says time wasted is life wasted. As students, the best way to respect time is by finishing all homeworks and studies before it gets too late at night. We need to take a small break and get back to all house chores or schoolwork.
I like your idea, Samita. I am going to talk about energy. We need to respect energy because everything is energy. So we need to conserve energy by talking less and not watching too much TV.
Knowledge is also a divine resource. Putting all other divine resources to practice and use our knowledge wisely is the greatest way to respect knowledge.
That was awesome to hear about how to respect the divine sources. Next is nature. Nature is the greatest teacher. We must respect and learn from it.
Nature and natural resources are God's gift to humanity. Everyone should respect and learn from it.
That reminds me of the cyclopedia. I love the cyclopedia discussions we had in class. They helped me understand how to respect nature. Now we will share the cyclopedia teachings with you, so you too can understand. Likewise, we must transfer our knowledge gathered by our senses into wisdom and use it for good of all. The sea. The sea keeps safe in its box on precious pearls and cast away the worthless shells. So too, we must treasure in our hearts only the pure and good thoughts and drive away the impure and sinful.
The mountain. Mountain suffers heat from the sun, rain, and storms without any differences. Similarly, we should face the sorrows of life with fortitude and equanimity.
Earth. The rotation of the Earth on its own axis causes night and day. Its circumambulation round the sun causes the seasons, formation of clouds, and rainfall, which are necessary for crops to grow. The earth does not benefit anything by these movements. So, the earth is a symbol of selfless and continuous service.
The trees. The trees give shade and fruit to one and all, even to those who cut their branches and throw stone at their fruit. So too, man must not only help his friends, but his foes too.
The river. The river flows towards the ocean, overcoming all obstacles. As they flow, they give life and luster to the entire creation. So too, man must use all his faculties for the welfare of all, unmindful of the impediments on his way. Yet all the while, his only aim should be to realize his golden life, Swami.
Anjana, Samhita, Ranjini, Akshaya, Shreya, Sued, Pranav, Sai, and Krishna. They will now share some of their Group 1 experiences with you all.
Our time in Group 1. This has been the best part of our lives. We will be mostly sad but also curious and eager to learn about Swami and the 5 human values in Group 2. My teachers have been so nice and patient to me. I love them a lot, and I'm sure I will miss them as much as I love them.
The 3 years in Group 1 passed off like wind. We learned a lot of stories and values that we will continue to put into practice. I will be missing some of my Group 1 friends. I will wait to see them in Group 2 soon. My sincere thanks and love to all my teachers. Vanitanti, Manoj Uncle, Rachanti, and Veda Karasa.
I came here from a very small SSC group in Maine. Everyone here was very welcoming and kind. I really like being part of a larger SSC group and learning Swami's teachings together.
I have to confess that before I came to SSC, I had no idea about Swami. These last 3 years have helped me to learn and grow spiritually. I am very thankful to Swami for this opportunity and my teachers for their patience.
The best I like about Group 1 is the good teach homework every day. It started off as a chore, but now it's a habit. I always look for new opportunities to help other people.
5 Ds are my favorite lessons. Duty, discipline, devotion, discrimination, and determination are my pillars. I will continue to keep them close to my heart and grow up putting them into practice.
I have truly enjoyed my Group 1 experience and ready to move into Group 2. I'm happy to see some of my friends move to Group 2, so we will continue to put all teachings into practice. I love the siren game that we played in Group 1. This game reinforces what was taught in class and helps discuss with my family. Go Pandas!
Thank you, Ranjini. Hey, Anjana, do you remember we were the pandas in Group 1?
Yes, of course.
How about we explain the panda pledge?
Sure, I'll start with P, positive attitude.
A, awesome worker.
N, notice others' feelings.
D, display self-control.
A, appropriate choices.
And finally,
S, selfless service. Go Pandas!
Last but not least, we would like to explain our wonderful Prema Putra projects to you all. Now we would like to introduce our Group 1 students who have completed this year and will be continuing next year. Kavya, Shivani, Siri, and Srinath and Vishu. And who is not here.
Saira, I hope you all enjoyed our little presentation. Give them another round of applause. Sit down now. First of all, I want to thank Mother Ishwarama and Swami for letting us getting through this another SSC year. We had a wonderful year, and parents, as I always say, your children are great, awesome, and Manoj and me really enjoyed working with them. Of course, Veda too. And I really want to thank Manoj, my teammate. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here. And Rucha too. We miss you, Rucha. She was there for us for the first half of the year, so she couldn't come for the second half. Hopefully, she will join us next year. And then I also want to thank my little assistant here, Veda Gopal. She has done a great job coming to our class every Sunday, very committed, and one day she wants to become an SSC teacher. Love to you.